Some situations exist just to see if you would literally lose yourself. Some of you break down at the sound of any little thing that happens to you that's not acceptable. What if I told you that you don't have to react at all? That's why I'm going to teach you to master yourself so that you react to nothing. The more you react, the more they can control you. Unfortunately, some people in this life live to trigger other people. Being immune isn't about the world. It's not about ignoring the world and everyone in it. It's about mastering yourself to the point where nothing hurts you. Getting to a point where you choose silence when other people mean war. When other people want noise, you bring calm. And when other people bring chaos, you choose silence. Mastering yourself starts with understanding your trigger. So let me explain. The first step is actually understanding what a trigger is. In this case, a trigger will be someone's attempt to pull you into their story, to pull you into their situation, to pull you into their mess, to pull you into their chaos. And you know what? If you let them, their words, their actions, their energy, all these things are going to begin to define you if you let them. So now that you understand what a trigger is, when someone is bringing energy, sharing words with you that are meant to trigger you, what you need to do is, whenever you feel a little bit, the tiniest little bit of irritation, that jolt of irritation, pause and ask yourself, is this really about me? Or is it just the demons in this person that is making them to behave the way they are behaving? Just asking yourself that question can save you hours, for some people years of stressing out about what people did to you. And if you're not careful, you're going to carry this emotional weight for the rest of your life. Here's a mini story from my experience. So I had this co-worker, right? And this person loved pushing my buttons. We all have this kind of people in our lives. They are always trying to provoke, to get a reaction. And to be honest, at first I would explode, but then I began to realize that their words were literally more about their own frustration and what was going on in their lives than was about me. And when I paused, I'm telling you, when I paused and I gained control and I stayed silent and I gave them no reaction, that's when I realized, that's when I began to be in control. I gained my control and I gained my peace. So now that you've understood your trigger and you've realized that you have to just pause and ask that question, the next thing that you need to do in order to master your emotion, to master yourself so well that you react to nothing, is to learn the power of nothing. And I'm going to teach you what that is. And that's where I introduce you with the nothing theory. When someone tries to upset you, respond with nothing. Trust me, I've been in this life for a long time and I know very well that silence is louder than anger. To add to that, composure is stronger than retaliation. And above all, you have to fear God. I came across a lady's TikTok post that says she will not be the reason why a demon somewhere is being promoted, because someone that has that demon in them has convinced her, has irritated her so much so that now she's behaving like them. I stopped reacting to things because now I fear the Lord. When someone disrespects me, I'm not gonna do anything, and it's not because I don't have things that I can do. I'm so confident, like I can say anything to whoever I want to say to. But I'm at a point in my life where I've gained wisdom and I fear God. So I'm not going to become you by doing to you the same thing that you did to me. Have composure. Do not retaliate. When they upset you, react with nothing. That's the new theory. The next one is silence is louder than anger. And the third thing, composure is stronger. Yeah, someone is gonna say, okay, if I react to nothing, they're gonna keep doing it. Like, it will come across as if I'm weak and all that. I understand, but trust me, doing nothing is not a weakness. It is a shield, I can tell you that. Choosing peace over chaos is the ultimate form of self-love and self-respect. Interestingly, when people try to upset you over and over and over and over and you do not react, they stop. They will stop trying when they realize that you won't bite. I have an exercise for you. I want to tell you what you will do next time, literally, when someone tries to upset you. Next time, when someone tries to irritate you, to provoke you, to upset you, this is what you're going to do. Get a piece of paper and write this, because you are going to stop, pause, and count up to 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 30. That's going to take some time, and guess what? That is the pause. And you're going to breathe while doing this and respond only when necessary. When you do that, you're going to notice how your energy is going to stay intact. The next thing that you have to do, which is very important, is that because people won't stop and because we have to interact with a lot of people in this life, we literally have to build an immunity to these people. Okay, we have to build an immunity because there's more to come. There's more people who are going to come in the future and try to hurt you. So how do we build this immunity so that we can use it now and still be able to use it in the future? Building immunity to hurt is important because we cannot control others. We can only control ourselves. And here are 3 steps to building that immunity. Number 1, again, recognizing the triggers. Being aware is the first armor. Okay, you need to understand your body, understand what triggers you. Is it when someone calls you the B word? What is your trigger? You have to know what sets you off and why. The next thing that you have to do is to detach. You have to detach, learn to detach emotionally, because what people do is about them and it's not about you, and you can't go about grabbing from everybody's energy. Someone else's chaos is absolutely not yours to carry. And the third thing is to respond with intention, because if you're not intentional when responding to people, you're going to say things that you yourself are going to regret. You have to only react when it aligns with your own values. If you know that responding is not going to align with your core values, who you are, it's not worth it. For example, as content creators, we have a lot of people commenting on our stuff. How you're going to use the steps that I've given you is, first of all, when you see the comment, you read the comment and you determine, is this a safe comment? Is it a trigger? What is this comment doing to me? If you feel like it's triggering, if it's a hurtful comment, you have to realize, number 2, that it's about them. They are the one who made the decision and thought up that nonsense to type on your video or on your post or whatever. So it is about them. You had nothing to do with that. You would never do that. They are the ones who did that. That is their chaos. And then respond only if the response is going to align with your values. Again, if you see that there's no way you're going to respond to that comment without going against your values, ignore the comment or block the person or just delete the comment. And that is, let them go. And here I would say use the let them theory. Now, once you've mastered the immunity, it means you're ready for anybody in whatever form that they show up with their own chaos or bad energy, all of that. Once you are aware, the next thing is for you to protect your energy. Be reminded that your mood is your currency. Where I am now, my mood is my currency. I would rather be happy than have money in the bank. I no longer spend my currency on people that do not deserve it. Do not spend your currency on people who only bring you chaos. And when you choose calm over the chaos, over the bad energy, over the bad reactions, you are in a way investing in yourself. Another way to protect your energy is to have boundaries. Set boundaries. You can walk away from toxic conversations, toxic situations, and you know what? It's okay to reduce time with the people who drain you. You absolutely have to reduce the time. Stay away from their lives. Be absent in their lives so that you can build your life, so that you can have peace in your own life. And you know what? This really isn't selfish. This is survival. Because if these people have decided that you're not going to be happy, you have the right to find ways to survive, even if that includes cutting them off. Peace usually isn't given, but it should be defended at all times, at all costs. Now that you've understood all the above, I want you to do a simple exercise. I am certain that any one of you watching already has a situation in your life that has triggered you, and you're probably thinking, what shall I do with the situation? It may be something that you already let go, but it keeps coming and you're like, oh my god, I should have done this, I should have done that, right? I want you to pick a conversation or pick that situation that triggered you and use it to practice doing nothing. If it's something fresh that just happened or something that is still to happen, just observe, say nothing, do nothing. Just breathe and see how that changes you. I know you're watching this on video, but there are real life situations, right? Real life is going to happen. Here is the truth. People are always, and honestly, sometimes unintentionally going to trigger us. Someone is always going to push our buttons, whether we like it or not. But if you've gone through this video and you've understood everything I've said, you would know by now that you are the master of your reactions. And you have to know that anytime that you choose not to react, that you choose to do the right thing, that you win. And you know what? I want you to observe the freedom when triggers bounce off your body like it's water droplets, like water off a duck, literally. Once triggers start bouncing off your body like that, that is peace, that is control, and that means you have become untouchable. And now I'm going to get us to reflect. Just look back again from maybe things that has happened in the past, some things that you're holding on to, and ask yourself right now, which of these triggers am mine to carry? Why do I have to carry them? Which of these are just noise? Which of these are just draining my energy? Which of these are not worth my time? And what you're going to do with all of this, breathe and release. They do not belong to you. Silence is your power, and the same silence is your strength. Nothing is your response. Starting today, let the world try you. You are untouchable. And you know what? The more you practice all of this, the stronger you become. That said, I hope you found the video valuable. And if you want to master your reactions, your triggers, and stay immune to hurt, please subscribe and let's grow this calm, unshakable energy together. And you know what? Share with us below one situation you're going to react with nothing this week. Thanks for watching and see you